Alright, there's a side service road right here. They have that gate open, I guess, during the day. And the front gate apparently is having some problems, so they're waiting on some parts or something. So they probably left that back one open as well, just in case the other one closed and couldn't be reopened or something. But I'm going to show you the video here, and we can kind of show you the road back to Bluffton. Okay, you can go right when we come out of here. It's nestled back off the road just a little bit, so that's nice. So this is normally closed all day, every day, and there's, you know, the fob that opens it up, and you have your little column there for your guests to be able to call in and get the door open. And here's the highway. This is Highway 315. It's the old back road to Savannah from Bluffton. If we went to the right, it would be 8.8 miles to Weston at Hutchinson Island. I think that's what it is. And it takes about 18 minutes. And so these cars are coming from Savannah, and one of them may be Ethel Ann, because she said she was driving back. And see, it's a 2-lane road. And it's eventually going to be 4 lanes. They have to get to 4 lanes. This is just too much. Okay, and we're at 3:31 p.m. So there's a little break here. I can get out because that truck was trying to turn onto this other road. So there he goes. Got the windshield wipers going because it was kind of sprinkling a little bit. So I hope you can see this while I'm trying to navigate. Sorry for all the bounciness here on this. This is 55 miles an hour along here. And if you notice to the right of the white line, there's about 18 inches there. That did not used to be there. And thank God they put that in, because kids who were young drive to Savannah, they would go off where the white line was the end of the pavement. They would go into like a little sinkhole area, and they would jerk back to the left, not having the experience enough to know to go just keep driving straight and then slowly come back up, and they would inevitably hit an oncoming car. About every 4 years we had a tragedy on this road. But then someone brilliantly came up with this: make it wider, 18 inches, solve the problem. It's been at least 6 or 7 years since there's been a major fiasco on this road that I know of. Now we're at the Pink Pig. Since you knew where that was, we're at about 3 minutes away to the Pink Pig and to these gas stations. And this is Levy Road, so you can go left there and go over to Highway 17, that route. That's another way to get over into Hardyville near exit 5. And this is the road you take to get into Bluffton here. And you can see the traffic coming back out of Bluffton to Savannah right now. That's why they got to make this 4 lanes here pretty soon. It's the opposite in the morning when people are coming from Savannah, coming across here. So anyway, they'll eventually get this into 4 lanes. But I measured it on Google Maps, and it looked like from the house to Publix was 7.3 miles and 11 minutes. So I started about a minute before it pulled out. You can look, hopefully see the timer, you can time it. I think we finally pulled out of Osprey Lake at about the minute point, so we're almost at 5 minutes now. So that's about 4 minutes of driving from Osprey Lake so far, and we'll see where we come out. There'll be a lot of development along these areas on the right and left because there's open space. 1,100 acres on the left. It's been for sale for a while, but I think now people are probably looking into it to see. Just have to see how much is wetlands and what type of mitigation they can do for that. It's called Munching Creek. Like I said, you kind of feel like you're out in the country. You got some of the older homes and setbacks, mobile homes along the side here, because this was just an old back roads, you know. So people go to the gas stations here in Levy, which is part of Hardyville. It's just like a area within Hardyville known as Levy. If it grows into a big area, then maybe you'll have its own zip code one day. Now we're approaching where Freedom Parkway meets Highway 47, I think 46 maybe, the main street that goes into Hardyville, downtown Hardyville. So where this black truck's coming out, that's the Freedom Parkway. That used to be the old back way to the airport in Savannah. Goes closer to Alligator Alley, leading across the marshes to Port Wentworth. And then to the left here is Highway 46. So 315 ends right here. Highway 46 goes into Hardyville, and this goes into Bluffton. It's a combination of Highway 170 and 46. And 170, as you know, turns left and goes all the way to Buford. And we'll be headed towards that road because we're 46 and 170 have that roundabout. That's New Riverside roundabout, and that's where Ethel Ann is. They did put in this bridge here. They widened that and made that bigger probably about 12, 15 years ago, so that's nice and holding up well, seemingly. Now we're starting to get into the New Riverside area because we're in Beaufort County right here after we cross that waterway. And to the right, you'll see there's a little turnoff to the right. That's Heritage at New Riverside. It has two entrances on this road. One right here. And this Smith family's developing. That was a D.R. Horton development. There'll be some developments back over to the left as we approach the New Riverside area. There is a park back over here, New River Landing, with some trails. There were some old railroad tracks here years ago, so they kind of turned those into trails. And the Heritage at New Riverside is all behind all this trees on the right. It has a big circle and then comes out after we cross this override, because that's where the railroad tracks used to be. If you can see it, I don't know. It's got power lines in it now. And now you're going to pick back up to the other entrance into the Heritage at New Riverside. Coming up where that car's turning to the right, that white car. So there's a big loop there. Nice big family neighborhood. Basically starter type homes. Sorry for the angle there. I just had to switch hands for a second to get the windshield wipers off. So we're at the 9-minute mark on the video. That means 8 minutes. And now we're Four Seasons is over to the left. That's off of 170. That's a K. Hebdonian development. And then to the right, coming up here at the roundabout, leads down to where Ethel Ann lives in the Haven and all the other developments that are there. So we're approaching the New Riverside Circle. That's where the Publix is. And we're almost there. Here, you can See the traffic coming from the school right now. That leads down to Old Town Bluffton that way. And we're going to turn right here. And Publix is on the right. So we're at 10, 7, 16. So we're at Publix in about 10 and a half minutes. 10 minutes, let's say. Okay, there's the Publix and the other amenities that are back over here as well. And a little dental office. Seems to be doing phenomenal business. I've never seen so many cars in a dental office before. I don't know why. I think that's just extra parking for work people getting picked up. And then you have a Parker's and a Wendy's over here that have been there a while. You may be familiar with that. And so I'm laying the tape right there. Okay, now we know it's 10 minutes.